The best of the Morning X
with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy.
99X.
Oksana Baiul is here.
Oksana, step up to the mic.
Step on
Right
in.
Yes, ladies
Right
and
up to this
gentlemen,
thing.
welcome.
This one right
Good
here.
morning.
Hello, guys.
Hey,
Good
how are
morning.
you?
Good morning.
Oh, it's only morning, right? I've been working 6:30 in the morning, so to me it feels like it's already like probably 4 o'clock.
Yeah, but when you're like doing
In the
Olympic training,
afternoon.
come on, you're up early when you're doing Olympic training, aren't you?
Not at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Really? You don't have a hardcore... I thought all those athletes,
Yeah.
you're up at 6, eating 5 dozen eggs and getting on the ice.
That's not true. No.
What time do you get up, Oksana?
8 o'clock.
8.
8 o'clock.
And then an average skate day, how many hours on the ice?
Oh, it all depends. I work a lot. I travel a lot. I skate a lot. You know, it all depends. I mean, I don't stay in one place all the time.
How many hours a day do you spend on the ice skating?
It all depends. If I prepare myself for a competition, probably from 4 to 5.
Now, you're...
Like I'm talking about physical work.
Sure. Now, last few years for you have been eventful, right?
Since
And,
I won the gold,
but I mean-
would say so. 6 last years, that was like.
a hurricane all over the map.
But I mean, like the
yes.
off ice stuff has been eventful. Is it?
Yeah,
Is it hard
it is
for you?
my life. It's just my personality.
Is it hard for you to talk about now?
No,
or
not at all.
so I'm sure it's probably part of the.
About what?
Well, I mean, you've had problems with alcohol, and you've had
That's
some
true.
problems in your past, and I know you've straightened yourself out, right?
And I still have some problems.
Is that right?
When it's 2 for 1, hey.
We all have problems.
I think it's all life.
You checked yourself
That's
into
the
a
way-
rehab, though, and got cleaned
That's
up,
the way how
right?
I'm talking about myself.
Sure,
It's
it
in
helps.
moderation. I mean, you can
It's
have
life. It's life.
you can
It's
have
life.
a beer or a cocktail and not lose control. Is that what you're
No,
saying? I mean, what
no.
are you saying? You're saying but you just
What are
said
you asking?
we're talking about alcohol.
Well, let's talk about that.
Let's.
How can I talk to you? Are you a recovering alcoholic?
No, not me. I'm not. I
Well, then
do
how
like to
can
drink.
I talk to you about this? And I can't do that.
Well, if you don't want to talk about it, then
hang on
I
a second.
misunderstood
I
what you
don't
just said.
understand what you're asking.
I'm not really
me.
asking anything. I'm following on what Jimmy just said, and you
And
replied.
What does Jimmy
What I was
asking?
what I was asking was because you're very honest and open about it, and that's great. Are you saying that right now you're still in the recovering? You're still recovering.
I
and you're
will be
still-
recovering for the rest of my life.
Like, is it tough for you now to not have a drink? Is that very difficult for you, or does it get easy? Is it kind of not as difficult as it used to be?
No, I realize that I can't really drink
Mm-hmm.
because it kills me,
Right.
and that is what I have to live with for the rest of my life.
It's amazing that you have been able to accomplish so much because, people who read about your life know that your childhood was a very difficult childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And you certainly, tell us a little bit about growing up, and I know you didn't really have a mother and father for most of your childhood.
I am a self-made person. I've made myself, and since 10 years old, I've
To a
been
very high
working
level.
by myself.
I mean, you've accomplished things that people have a hard time doing hard enough with a supporting family. You did it all on your own. I mean, that's very impressive.
Thank you so much.
How old were you, Oksana, when you started skating and training for the Olympics?
I was 3.5 years old.
3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
When you started training,
I
you just started
think-
skating.
I was start skating.
And who was it who raised you?
Everybody.
But
the
I mean,
whole world.
did you have one person who?
I was start making money when I was 10 years old, so I paid for myself.
But I mean, because I guess your mother passed away when you were 13,
When I
right?
was- yes.
So who took over as your parent at that point?
Nobody.
Wasn't your coach
I
your
was
guardian
taking care
or
of myself.
no?
Who did you
didn't
live
have
with?
a guardian, or
By myself.
At 13?
Yes.
you just had a place by yourself?
Yeah, my mother passed away, and I was taking care of this whole place by myself.
How did you have money?
From
I was
skating.
making money out of skating. It's
Any-
different. It's a little bit different than up here.
In the
you know?
Ukraine, it's
It
different.
is.
In the
Different,
Ukraine, it's
right.
different. Yes.
People mature a little faster, and
Yeah. It's just different structure, different.
Did you come to
Lifestyle.
the States for the opportunity commercially with what you could do with your skating?
No, I come to the States because people told me to come to the States.
And I'm sure that was like
I
night
really
and day.
did not have a clue what am I coming here for, because I've been training since I was 3.5 years old, and it was like a training camp till I was 16, and I've never been developed as a person.
What
And
were
then
your-
I was start developing as a person, and that's it.
What were your first
That's
impressions
where I was really start thinking about life.
when you first moved here? What were your first impressions of the United States? Was it just overwhelming?
I love it. I've had so much fun up here. I love it. And still, I love it. I love life. I like to live. I like to survive. I like to think about life. And that's what I like to do.
Is it a real culture shock, or was it when you first came here? Because growing up in the Ukraine
I think
is
America
so...
adopted me so fast. I think.
It what?
It
Adopt.
adopted
It
her.
adopted you very
Yes.
fast. And you adopted it pretty quickly as well, right? I mean, you found the American way of life
I
very
think
well,
I am
very much to your
really,
liking.
really much so. I am adopting everything fast. Anything what I take, anything, it just really comes along, and I wanted to end it up. Everything, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like if I start a book, I can't finish it in the middle. I have to read through the end and then finish it. So basically, in America, everything what I've tried so far, it's working for me.
Right.
It's beautiful. Your country, guys, is beautiful. It is my country also. It's all what we make of it.
Oksana Baiul is here.
It's beautiful. Your country, guys, is beautiful. It is my country also. It's all what we make of it.
Right.
Who are
I
some
like to travel. I like to work. I am an entertaining person. I like to perform for people. That's what I really love to do. I mean, I'm in Japan, I'm in Vegas, I'm in Atlanta today. I like to work. I'm working a lot. I woke up at 6:30 in the morning when I'm supposed to talk to you. I gave myself away to you. But I get a lot of satisfaction back because I take, in a good way, in a positive way, a lot from you also. Which is good.
What
It's
is the
kind
most
of like
satisfying part of what you do?
work, work, work.
The work on the ice in front of the crowds, or the work getting to that point?
Everything. Everything.
You just love skating.
I just like to work. And skating is not that only one part of my lifestyle. I have so many other things.
You just
what
like
I
to, when you
do,
say you
what
like
I'm
to work.
working with.
When you say you just like to work,
Well, I would
meaning
say
staying
so. Do you
busy
think
doing
it's
everything.
easy to wake up at 6:30 in the morning and to do interview and this and this and that?
You're
It is
telling me.
work.
Yeah.
I'm telling
We
you,
get up
it
at
is.
4.
It is a beautiful work, but I took this as, I would say so, a part of my lifestyle.
It comes with the territory.
And it comes, yeah, definitely.
Is it hard for you because you grew up without, that family unit? Is
I
it hard
learned
for you?
everything on my own.
I was going to ask, is it hard for you
I
to get?
learned everything on my own.
Is it hard for you to get close to people now? I mean, who are some of the people that you feel really close to that you trust? Other skaters?
I have a couple people
Couple of buddies you met here.
in America, definitely, yeah.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Do you enjoy being in relationships?
With myself, yes. I am very satisfied with myself. But what do you mean relationships?
Well, like in a
there is
male,
a
female,
lot of different relationships.
like
That's
in a,
true.
Like
in a
which
male,
one? Love
male-
relationship?
Yes.
Not really, because I work a lot. I grew up
Right.
a lot, and
You maybe
I'm
haven't
moving
met the
a
right
lot,
person yet.
and I don't stay at one place. And I have to travel all the time, so I more dedicate myself to work.
Now, let me ask you, because we mentioned some of the Barnes. Read some of the people who are on that card or on the.
Dorothy Hamill?
Katarina Witt, Dorothy Hamill,
It's a lot of
Nancy
beautiful,
Kerrigan,
beautiful
Brian
skaters who
Boitano.
I'm working with.
Victor Petrenko,
Yep.
Todd Eldridge.
There's an interesting article, a very well written article in Good Housekeeping this month.
Thank you so much.
And it's a very flattering article. And it talks about some of
It
the.
talks about my life.
It does talk about your life. It talks
Yeah.
about some of the problems. It talks about the accident you had, the automobile accident back a few years ago, and when things really started to fall apart. And it says, after Baiul's accident, there was a serious break with Zmievskaya. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Zmievskaya.
close enough.
And her bad girl behavior on the Champions Tour distanced her from friends, including skaters Brian Boitano, Katya Gordeva and
Yep.
Viktor Petrenko, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
So
I distance myself from them.
how so, and why was that?
I did not really like myself. I distanced myself.
So
Is it tough to work with them now again? Some
I
of them?
love them. I love people right now. I love them. I am in control of myself. So for me, it's really easy to communicate with people.
So because before you
It's
didn't
really
feel like you were in
easy
control?
No, of course, I lost control.
That's why
I
you
mean,
backed off.
My control was the alcohol. That was my control.
And now you have control of your life.
And now I have control of my life back, of course.
is part of
I do what I'm supposed to do. I do what I feel is good for me. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
is part of rehab, and I think I've heard this. Part of it is going back to people who maybe you felt you weren't right to in your past, and making amends, patching up friendships with
It
people
was,
who.
I think so. It was different.
It
To
was
me,
different.
it was different, yes.
And do you do work with kids? Because like a lot of people listening to the show are people your age and older and younger.
It's a
who
family
maybe
type
have
of
the,
a show, yes.
No, but-
yes, it's a really, really family type.
Right.
A lot of families, they do come to see the show after the Champions on Ice, and it's a fun show. It's a lot of fun, and kids loving it.
Right.
Kids loving it. We have a number in the end of the show where we're all going on the ice and skating together. Like Brian, I skate with Brian. Katya is actually in another show. She's with different crew. We have so much fun right now. I'm going to work with Brian, actually. I'm from Atlanta. I'm flying to Las Vegas. And on 18th, we will have a show, Brian Boitana special. I'm great right now. I'm doing so well for myself. I'm just really, really good. And obviously, the biggest competition right now of this season, it will be TNT Goodwill Games for me.
Goodwill Games. You're
Goodwill Games, it will be in Lake Placid in February.
right. Very exciting.
That's what I'm working for. It is beautiful. It is very exciting.
And who are the major competitors in your
I
events?
skate
in
with
Goodwill?
everybody. I really do. But the major competitor is myself. That's who I'm competing with.
You know Tanya Harding?
Obviously. What do you think? I don't watch TV?
Well, no, I know you know who she is.
She
but
knows
Do you know
who
her
she is.
personally?
I mean, do you know her personally?
Have you ever met her?
Yeah.
No, actually, when the whole thing was coming up after the Olympic Games, she wasn't really skating anywhere. So I don't really know her.
Right. Do you think that
Jimmy's in love with her,
I'm in
actually.
love with her? I'm in love with her.
Good for you.
I think she's
We were
a,
just telling you.
yeah, just
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks
yeah,
for coming
yeah,
by.
FYI.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Good luck with your
Oksana
champions
Baiul.
on the
Thank
pool.
you so much,
All
guys.
right.
The best of the Morning X 99X.